Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a lovely day so far. Let's head into the live scene. How's it going? Welcome back. How you doing? Saying it all over again. So today we're going to be going ahead and getting ourselves kind of started with actually building up the market. We kind of got a little bit of it started last time, but as you guys should know by now, I don't do very well. Okay, dude just said goodbye, but I don't do very well at preparing for things. I also desperately need to get a better resin farm going. I'm thinking I might actually just duplicate this a couple times on either side of this area here, and just so we can get triple the production out of this, because it has this is efficient to some degree. We get a tiny bit. It's efficient enough, is what I'm trying to say. So, Raiden, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? How you doing? Marina, I have arrived. Well, thank you for showing up. Hope you're doing wonderful. Wolf, I finally have enough money to buy Vintage Story. That is awesome to hear. You are going to absolutely love it. So, yeah, I didn't do very well at preparing, and we really can only use the creakings when it's daytime, or when it's nighttime, when it's dark out. It's the only time we can really use them. And I really don't think I just double checked up here. I don't think I have any spare resin currently. So it looks like we are just gonna have to make do with what we have. So last time Roth did recommend the resin and the moss, and obviously just kind of throwing in a couple. Ooh, wait a second. I didn't even think about snow blocks. I think snow blocks could actually work really well too. He's only 1 HP. Yes, he is only 1 HP, but he is also technically indestructible too. But that's my resin farm. It keeps, you know, the creaking in place and everything. Did get a little bit of progress done off camera, not necessarily for this part, but back behind here specifically, I have been trying my best to really just get this all done as fast as possible, because I'm tired of having to work on this. So I did a little bit of work off camera back over that way, but it's time that we actually need to focus up on this project. So we got a total of 20 blocks of resin. That's lovely. I do need moss. That's what I was actually trying to find as well. I think most of our moss, if not all of it, is sitting right outside in the Melethor forest. Yes, we have finally given this forest here a name. It's about time, right? We've had it for how long now? And we're just now coming up with a name? Yeah. All right, so how much moss do I have? Apparently not a lot. I definitely thought I had more than this. You know what? It might be sitting in one of the shulkers that we were using for whatchamacallits, for the terraforming a little while back. Yeah. So let me check in here. Let us see what we can find. Here we are. I'm going to leave these 2 blocks of moss in here just because I want to have at least some sort of reserve. It's going to be needed at some point. Crap. Oh, I do actually have some more smooth basalt, so I will take that. We do have some chests and stuff, some of this wood in here, which is actually what I kind of need. I wanted to make a bunch of barrels, some tables, and all that kind of stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of snag up all that stuff right now. I want to get this first stall done to essentially give us kind of a template for how I want the shops to look going forward, or just some sort of style to kind of follow along with. Okay. Sorry, that might have been really loud. I thought I had muted for that. Oops, no I did not. Okay. Market. This is our first market stall that we had initially worked on last time. So we kind of just went along with these studs here, because I think it's a pretty decent extra detail, you know, like supported beams. That's kind of like the vibe that this gives off. We might end up removing a couple buttons here and there depending on how much we're going to be building up, you know, the chests and all that kind of stuff. This is like really sitting on the edge here. It's not even supported. That's right. I actually meant to kind of expand on this a tiny bit because it kind of needs it. But yeah, extra details. I am a huge stickler for details when it comes to my builds. I want them to kind of, you know, be the best. I want them to look excellent. Alright, so last of the buttons going on right here. Button up there. We also forgot this one. Almost forgot it. Alright. I think that works for now. I need to kind of get my inventory straightened out as well. We have a whole lot of stuff going on here. So, barrels. How many of these can I make? 11. I would prefer to have more than that. Can I make more, please? 13 more? Excellent. That's at least a start, for sure. I wish I could join. I appreciate that, Wolf, but unfortunately this is a private server. One of these days, I'm going to get a community server up and going. Like I said, potentially when I reach my first payout, I would like to, you know, give back to my community for supporting me. But it's going to take some time. It's definitely going to take a bit of time. So yeah, just kind of throwing some chests and barrels throughout here, I think will, you know, give this a little bit of an extra aesthetic. Is that really the right word I want to use? Probably not. Ooh, I actually just got an idea. I need to get some string. Candles. Candles would look really nice in here, I think. So, you know what? We'll grab 2 stacks of string, and we're going to head on over to the beeswax farm, because I also haven't checked on it in a little while. And yes, unfortunately, no progress has been made on this area yet. I still have yet to actually come up with an actual plan, because that first house that you saw there, it is not pretty at all. I don't like it. Okay, so this is really full. Are there any more shears? Bottles? Nope, shears are still good. Maybe this area just hasn't really been loaded in. But, I mean, don't really need all the beeswax at one point in time. At one point. So, yeah, we're just going to leave that there. And we're going to take the candles. We just need basic candles, I think. I think with how dark this place is going to be already, I think having some white, like the white candles will work out a little bit better. So I wanted to put Oh, there we go. I was like, wait a minute, why can't I put more? That's really dumb. I also need a flint and steel. Flint and steel! Sorry. I'll have to control myself next time. Alright, so flint and steel. Throw that there. Excellent. Now, table designs, we can kind of go either way with trapdoors, slabs, and stairs. I'm kind of leaning towards potentially. I mean, it's a very basic table, obviously. If we were to do slabs, that would be too tall. I think if we were to do like a half slab down, maybe. So, nah, it's not gonna work. Is this a town? This is actually a dwarven kingdom that is being built. This is kind of like the market center of it. It's a very large town for sure, or very large kingdom that I'm working on. Probably better to see from this perspective here. Also, ignore those trees. I was trying to harvest up some more spruce, but from this point here all the way back to here is 275 blocks, not even including how this, like including the mountainside here and how far we're eventually going to need to span over this way and, you know, up front here. So like in total for this entire space here, it's probably close to about 700 blocks from, or maybe more like 550-ish. So if we go from back here, so Z1070 to about right here is where the furthest we've worked on this. Okay, so close to around 500 blocks for this area here. Are you using the Middle Earth mod pack? No, I am not using the Middle Earth mod pack. This is a Forever World that was started a little over 10 months ago now between me, Soulspawn at the time, and Rothrunder. Currently, it is just me and Roth working on this world. You've seen this world before, haven't you, Wolf, or no? Because if you haven't, I can give you a quick tour. Super quick. A little bit? Okay. This is probably one of the first times that you've really had a chance to stop in and see stuff, though, I'm guessing. Would that be a correct assumption? So yeah, just kind of throwing some small tables for, you know, the wares that people are selling and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of what we're trying to do here. I'm actually more of a fan of this design for a basic table. So we're just gonna kind of run with that. Other designs we could go for. I want to throw in some more barrels too. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw them like this. Yeah, that's fine. Then we still have some barrels back behind there. Can kind of throw chest here and there. You know, just kind of make this place look cluttered. Busy is the word that I'm trying to think of. Like, make this look like it's actually being used up and everything. I'm thinking potentially for like some shelves, we could do some of the stairs. Let's see what we got. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to make some more. So like for the shelves, if we take a look at the stairs here, if we stack them up like this, and then... that's an extra one I didn't want to put there. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better than I had originally envisioned in my head, but that will work. Speaking of shelves, though, next update for Minecraft, the fall drop, they're adding in shelves, which will make this so much easier and so much better to actually utilize for trading, you know, inventory management kind of, and I'm super excited for it. But for the time being, this is a good enough shelf. Am I right, guys? I think this looks pretty okay. So we're gonna throw a few of these around like so. I would like to try to use some potential whatchamacallits. Oh, that button's gonna be in the way. I think we'll get rid of that button. So I think a shelf right over here would be perfectly fine. And then slabs. Beautiful. And maybe even like somewhere in the middle here, we can do like a double shelf. Yeah, something like that should work, I think. Oh, that button's got to go too. Kind of like break up this tent kind of thing. This is like what I'm trying to go for here. So like this section here could be like for general wares, like crops or what's another? Crops, general wares type thing. What else could we throw in here? Flower pots. That's actually a really good one, actually. I didn't even think about that. Well, I just thought about that. Do I have any clay? Or bricks, for that matter? Not looking like it. Which more Earth mod / mod pack was it again? It's titled Middle Earth. I think you can find it on CurseForge as well, but I found it on Modrinth. If you go to my one short that I posted about it, it is linked in there. I don't know if the hyperlink actually works, though. I'll have to double check that. I thought it worked, but I could be wrong. Okay, so we don't have any clay. So there's actually a river right on the other side of us, like right in here. There should be some clay. Right. Yep, right here. Excuse me. All right, there's a bit of clay. We don't need a ton of it. We just needed enough to make ourselves a few flower pots. So... oh, crap. Guess we'll just punch them out like this. Evelyn, how's it going? Oh, welcome in. How you doing? ban. I don't even know if I technically banned them, but I don't need graphics or none of whatever you're selling me. Damn it. All right, we have a few flower pots now. Let's go ahead and... Have I not made flower pots yet? Interesting. I have not. Well, Aegon, yeah, I don't need any of that crap that you're trying to sell me. So kind of just throw some flower pots here and there kind of thing. I do want to use the tables actually for like the item frames. Eventually I want to add in the mod that, you know, you can hide armor stands, item frames, and all that kind of stuff for like actual like in-depth designs and all that kind of stuff. But for now we're just gonna leave that as is. I think we're just gonna throw in a couple more tables here. Why not even actually? Let's do it one more block back. Get rid of this button. That's not what I want to face. There we go. And chests. Sure, we'll get rid of that one. I actually do want to make a few campfires because once we like put them out and stuff, they actually look really nice as logs, like chopped logs. Flint and steel. I think I might have some sitting in here somewhere. Let me double check. Ouch. I just hit my hand off my mic. That did not feel very good. Did I put them in here? Nope, they are not in there. So we could put that away. Are they sitting? Grab a couple stacks of logs, actually. What do I do with items? So the other side is tough. Yeah, other side is tough. Blocks, dirt, sand, and gravel. I think it might have been on... Oh, that's deep slate. Never mind. Then this is mob drops. What do I do with my items? Maybe it's on the other side. I think it might be on the other side. Yep. Okay, so we have some items sitting in here. Not a whole lot, though. Okay, never mind. I will need some coal. I'll be back. All right, Wolf. See you when you get back. All right, campfires. Cool. Looks good to me. Give me 1 second. Never mind. Okay. Thought that was something important. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and sleep. Okay. Small table right there. Sure. I need more slabs. Cool. Kweepa. Aw, man. How's everybody doing? You guys have a good weekend? Do anything fun? Exciting? I dog sat all weekend. Well, except yesterday. I got home and relaxed for a bit. Then I started working on episode number 2 for the Middle Earth mod. I hope you guys are excited for that. Because this upcoming episode, it's a little bit chaotic. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be as bad of an episode, but it turned out to be an absolute freaking nightmare. I will need to actually, do I have resource packs? I swear I thought I added that in with, oh wait, no, I didn't. I think this is the one I wanted to add. I am finally here. We loved the streams. Thank you for stopping in, Raiden. I really appreciate it. Oh, resource loaded failed. Damn it. All right, well, I'm going to have to redo my data packs and stuff from Vanilla Tweaks because we want to get rid of that little ash pile there at the bottom of these campfires because without them, it looks like a literal stack of logs waiting to be sold. Also, don't know if... Nah, it's fine. Who needs logic? Okay, so what I'm thinking, we're gonna throw in one more table right here. Do a nice long one, sure, why not? Chests and barrels, as always. We'll even do that. Can we still open it or no? Oh, no, we can't. Fun fact. Well, I guess that is a full block, so that actually makes sense. Maybe we do this then? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. And like that. Another flower pot. Right here. Sure, why not? And then we'll need more shelves. Is that a mosquito? Oh, I mean, I missed. Mosquitoes. Yeah, go fly into the spider's web. Because that's smart. Okay. My inventory is already so cluttered. Totally meant to organize it a little bit more, but oh well. Beautiful. Still have enough slabs, so that's a-okay with me. I think we'll throw a half shelf right here. Get rid of this button. And that way, don't really like that. I think we'll just do a barrel like that there. Yeah, half shelf with some stuff on the back of it. Just need this half slab on top. Maybe if we move this over by one, we can fit another shelf in back over here. And then we can push this back a block so it's not taking up too much space. I think we're going to have to remove this button too. Beautiful. And then maybe one more shelf, like right here. Like I said, I want this place to look busy. Like there's a lot sitting in here. So I'm fine with kind of cutting places off. Like kind of breaking up the tent, essentially. It's kind of what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, I think that's a very solid start. Can't light candles with that. We need actual flint and steel. Okay, so let's do a walkthrough really quick. I might throw a small pile of barrels and chests right here. Just kind of make this place feel a little more cluttered walking in this way. Perfect. All right, so say we're walking in, you know, residential sides right over here. You're walking straight in, then immediately off to the side here, we have the general store area. So, you know, walking through, it feels busy. It feels like there's a lot going on in here, which is kind of what I'm trying to go for. Obviously, I think we nailed this. I think we did a great job. Maybe even... we still have a stack of logs right there. Oh. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And obviously we'll be able to continue to add on as we go, you know, with this. But I'm liking this. I am liking how this has turned out. Maybe, just maybe when it gets to nighttime, which should be right around the corner. We'll see how this looks again. But overall, this general stall is looking pretty solid. Obviously, there's a lot of brown going on. We might... maybe we could try throwing in some different styled stairs. Potentially. For... No. I definitely prefer the spruce. Maybe we'll find something else to use this, the regular. I mean, we could definitely throw in the oak and like a different stall, potentially, where it's not already, you know, cluttered. I'm thinking... should have lanterns somewhere. I think my lanterns are up here. Oh, there's my campfires. Maybe not. I mean, we could certainly make lanterns. It's not like we can't do that. I just need to get some iron, actually. Alright, let's see how this looks at nighttime. Now that it's actually a bit darker, this is kind of like the actual feeling it's going to look like once this is all enclosed in. So, yeah, definitely some darker spots. I'm thinking wherever there aren't candles, we might hang some lanterns off of these blocks here. Kind of hang them sparingly. Gonna try to free up some of my inventory space here. Let's go ahead and check out our storage. I'm thinking we should have some lanterns sitting in storage over here somewhere. I knew it. I knew I saw them earlier. I'm making mac and cheese and nobody can stop me. You make your mac and cheese, Wolf. Mac and cheese does sound kind of good, actually. Uh-oh. Nope, wrong thing. Hopefully nothing sneaks up on me. Spiders will leave me alone because they're not aggressive during the day. Throw that back there. So like throw a lantern in there. Ooh. Oh wait, I can't. That's right. Throw a lantern there. Sure. Why not? Just a little bit of an additional aesthetic. I think that will look really nice. Get rid of the charcoal. Our inventory is super full. But I like this. I like what we have done here. I think now it's time that we try to do a multi-story stall, kind of involving the same design that we have going on here, but maybe like a building almost. So what I want to grab is some of this stuff here. I might end up needing to grab the other empty shulker sitting over this way. I mean, obviously we have all that storage sitting there too. But I like to know where all my materials are. So we got... yeah, this one's empty. Cool. This one will be for all of our wood items. And extras. So I do want to hold on to the resin. Well, actually, no. I'm not going to use the resin yet. I'm going to try to use some tough and... trying to think. So I'm thinking we'll have like an actual like structure right here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, like that. Christina, hey, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Currently, we are just doing some basic building structures here. Nothing super fancy. Ooh, wait, I do need my spruce. Spruce logs. Maddie Bites, hello, welcome in. Hey, what's up? Not a whole lot. just doing some casual building. I thought I had more spruce on me, but I guess I'll have to get some more. Good, I missed a lot of your streams, not gonna lie. Well, that's perfectly fine. That's what the VODs are for. Always feel free to watch the VODs if you ever happen to miss a stream. But yeah, we're currently working on the market for our kingdom here. And so far, I think we're making some pretty solid progress. Just finally finished styling up this stall here. I'm really happy with it. So 3, 5. Trying to kind of figure out the layout of how I want this place to look. So that's what, 4 blocks? Ew. Don't like that. Do not like even number of blocks. What is your favorite game? That is a very solid question. That's a tough one. I've had a lot of favorite games over the years. I'm actually gonna get rid of these 2 blocks. We're just gonna do this. Favorite game? Ooh, that's a tough question. I don't really have favorite games just because I play such a variety of different kinds of games aside from what you guys normally see me stream. If I had to say a favorite genre of game, I would definitely say like the survival crafting types are more of my favorites. For sure. I do like me some simulation style games as well. Yeah, I can't really say I have a favorite game because that's such a broad question. I want to make sure that you know what? I'm actually going to knock this block out. Yeah. Then we can move this block. Beautiful. I like trains. Trains are a great thing. Yes, they are. How long have you been streaming in general? I have been streaming on and off for the better part of 5 years now. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. It's kind of crazy to think that I've been making content for that long. But here we are. We're just having fun with it, really. All right, I want to fill these in. I still kind of want to use maybe not those. Maybe something like this will work. If glass, I need some glass. Such a long time. Yes, it is a very long time that I have been streaming for. Do you have a streaming schedule? I kind of have a schedule. It is pretty set in stone. For overall content, it's not just streaming. I do upload videos as well. I do Mondays, we do Solus World, and then on Thursdays we stream Vintage Story with my buddy Soulspawn. He's an okay guy, I guess. And then every Friday, I try to put out a video. That's just kind of my schedule. It's nothing super special or anything. As somebody who already has a full-time job and is in college, I can't really do more than that without overworking myself and burning myself out, which I am definitely trying to avoid doing. Should I get Vintage Story? I think you should get Vintage Story, Wolf. If you've been watching me play for this long and you've expressed your thoughts about it, I think you should totally get Vintage Story. I don't know how to feel about that. I think maybe if we threw in a half slab. There's one thing I want to ask. Ask away. No. I think we're just going to kind of leave it like that. That's a decent window in of itself. I can't really complain too much about it. Probably do the same exact thing over here too. Polish tough. Slab. All right. That'll do. And then I wanted to throw in this here. Because I wanted to have like a general... almost like a general blacksmith in the area here. And more than I'm looking at this, I don't really like it. I think I might just throw the logs in. But we'll do that after we sleep. Is there a build for like stained glass? I mean, we could do stained glass for something else, but I just think in general, the glass put in here is... it just looks kind of funky, so I don't want to put that in there. Maddie Bites, I'm going to respectfully ask you to not advertise yourself in the chat. Please and thank you. I do not need any graphics overlays or anything like that. Don't know what it is about tonight, but apparently all the bots are out and about advertising. I thought I could avoid that being here on YouTube, but apparently not. That should be all good. Actually, yeah, we already have some slabs. Let's use those up first. Do you have any advice give to small content creators like me, I say just make your content. I know that sounds very generic and all, but if you're out there and you're unsure of like what you want to put out content wise, do whatever your heart desires, because in a world where gaming content creators is extremely oversaturated, you just need to put yourself out there and eventually the people will come to you. That's what I've learned, and that's kind of what I stick to. Okay, so I'm thinking we might actually keep to... Go away, spam caller. Leave me alone. Dick. The world looks great since the last time I saw it. Thank you. Like I said, this doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of background work that goes into each and every single one of these builds. So I try very hard to save like the major building for on-camera stuff. Might have to go one more block back with this. It might even be two. We'll see. I do know what I want to make content of, but I'm not good at editing, recording, etc. And that's perfectly fine, because the more practice that you do with it, the better you're going to get at it. If you just kind of sit there and not do much with anything, if you're not going to practice on how to edit, record, all that kind of stuff, you can look back on some of my oldest videos. I was not a great content creator by any means, but over the years I developed my skills and eventually it just works out. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. I'm thinking we might even try to put a little forge in here, like right here. So yeah, just kind of build this up. And I will also say, Wolf, don't get discouraged if the views aren't coming in right away. Do you know how long it took me, like years-wise, before I actually started getting people to notice me? A really long freaking time. So do not get discouraged if the views are not there right away. They will come in. The more that you consistently upload, the better the algorithm will push out your content. And even if it's not for everybody, that's perfectly fine. As long as you're happy doing what you're doing, that's truly all that matters. Because obviously, Forever World's like what I'm currently working on, extremely oversaturated. There's so many series going on currently, whether it be Minecraft, Vintage Story, any other survival game. Like, you can find videos for pretty much any survival crafting game and a Forever World type situation everywhere. But I actually also kind of lost my train of thought about what I was trying to do. Oh, right, forge. I need lava. Do I have... I should have buckets somewhere. There's one. There we go. I only need like 3 buckets. Do I have any iron bars? I should have iron bars somewhere. I remember seeing them somewhere. Aha, here we are. We don't need a whole lot. Let's drop down here. So I'm thinking there should be some lava. Well, there's one source of it. Right over here. There's some diamonds that I didn't grab yet. I think that's more shocking than anything else. Kind of scoured this entire cave. What's behind? There's more lava. I know there's lava pools around here. They're hiding from me. Couple other sources of lava too that we will absolutely take as well. Is this a lava pool down here? You know what? I'm just gonna dig down a bit. So that's part of the same lava fall that we just picked up. Okay, there's a lava source. That's what I was trying to find. Also, I did notice that diamond block. Or diamond ore. We'll get it at some point. I'm just hoping once we put in... You know what? It's nothing super flashy. But this does work. I think... Yep. I think if we just do that. And throw in a couple anvils here will be good. Marvin Builds, welcome back. How you doing? Sorry I'm late. My iPhone 12 died over 3 hours ago and would not charge because it was too hot. That is never fun. Hey, I have an iPhone 12 too. It's actually due for a battery replacement, but I do not have the funds to do it because I'm penny pinching to pay for my vacation in a couple months. I know we have a few stacks of blocks sitting around here somewhere. We do have some up here, actually. Right where our, How you guys doing? You guys having fun still? You guys are still alive. That's all that really matters to me, actually. I'm just glad you guys are still alive. I need to rebuild my iron farm. something I desperately need to do. Oh, wrong set of chests. Ah, here's all my iron. Sure, we'll do 4 anvils. Because why not? Because we can. Oh, those are baby zombies. Oh, there's things spawning. I do not like... Hey. Leave me alone. Ah, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Ah. Alright, we don't need any of this crap. We're just gonna go sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. I actually just noticed something. Hold on a second. That's not working. Why you no worky? Hmm? Yeah, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's just something that I can see to look at my stats. You know, make sure everything's working proper too. Okay, so for up in here, I'm gonna do anvil there, anvil there. Yeah. We can always come back and do more details at a later time. One, two, three. Look at that, level 45. I might end up needing to get a little bit more tough here. But I kind of wanted to do like a slanted roof style here. So that... Actually, yeah, we can get rid of these. And just build these up by half a block. No, these will need to be full blocks. Unless we actually just get rid of that. That would work. Actually, I'm already messing up my own design. Let's do that. This is going to be kind of a wonky design But I just need you guys to let me cook, okay? Let me work my builder magic, okay? Okay. As long as we have a done deal. Ah! Nope. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. And then that goes there. Full block. Half. I think we'll just keep it like that. Yeah. Like I said, this is a very weird design. But I think we might be able to make it work. Crap. No, that's not what I do. All right. It's wonky. I know. But we're going to make this work. Need more tough. Also don't need that. Ooh, actually, what we can also do is my lanterns. Where's my lanterns? Because candles won't necessarily work in this build. Might even have to do beam across here. Yeah. We're just going to do a beam across like so. Okay. That in like so. Yeah, that'll work. Then as for up here, this one might be a little more tricky. I don't know. I do not know if we can... I have an idea in my head, obviously, and it's a lot more difficult to kind of... It might be a little more difficult to do, I don't know. Because of the half slabs and everything. I might try to do diorite. Polished diorite slabs with polished Polished tough or polished deep slate? Oh, which one would... Man, I'm actually... That looks really ugly from the backside. I'm going to have to do some more details with this. Just all tough like that. I might... Yeah, we're going to have to do some texturing to break that up. Make it look a little more run down. Maybe we can even throw some coal piles on the back. Actually, that's a great idea. Right, I need deep slate. Deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. Polished deep slate to be specific. Do that, and then go up here. Build this up. Might even try to keep it like that. Ouch. Correction. We're going to move this down by a block. The ideas are really flowing right now with how this roof design is going to look. Because it's... I don't even know the proper term for this kind of roof. But it's like a studded roof almost. Or... what would be the proper term? I don't know. I am completely blanking on words right now. Crap. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No. There we go. Much better. Also, I think Roth is getting on tonight. I have to actually... I'm going to double check his schedule really quick. I think he posted one at least. Yes, he did. Okay. Cool. Yeah, he'll be on around 8:30-ish. We can also get his thoughts on the design as well. If he's a fan of it, if he's not, you know. He's the master builder here. doing? Oh, I don't have enough. Damn it. Hey guys, we're actually finding use for diorite. I just realized that. As somebody who absolutely hates to build with diorite, we're actually finding something to get a use out of it. That's actually hilarious. I shouldn't say that. It's birch that I absolutely hate building with. Thinking we're gonna do like an extra bit of storage on this side. I'm actually quite a fan of this, that I might even just do it all the way on this roof side of the roof too, just to give it a little more color for when. Let's go into cheaty cam really quick, because I feel like it'll give this a little bit more color as compared to just bleh. Will we still be able to make this work? Oh. So unless we were to build this all the way out, so we'd put another diorite layer there, black stone or deep slate. That actually screws up this entire roof design. Frick. Unless I build this out by one more block too on this side, then I think it'll work. Yeah, I agree. Do it. That'll make it look cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up doing that. We're gonna go sleep before the zombie attacks us. Go away. I am doing big brain things here, okay? I don't need distractions. Tough walls? No. Grab that deep slate. Grab that. Alright, so here's how we're gonna do this. Get rid of this block. And then we can also get rid of all this entirely. Yeah. Actually, no, we'll keep that there because we could just do that. Oh gosh, is this still gonna work? That's a great question. I do not know. See, it's so tough to figure out how we're going to put these together because you can't do that. So, are we going to end up having... Actually, no, we should be fine. So I'm going to try to make this look halfway decent. I'm going to try. So then that goes there. Get rid of this. And put... I think we just have to put a full slab there. Or a full block. Actually, no. I'm dumb. Put that in the wrong spot. Half block up. Right. Gosh. That's gonna look really ugly from the inside, but we'll figure out a way to make it work, I think. And then we'll keep this here because this will match the forge. So that it's like the smokestack or the chimney. So we'll keep that as is. So we're just gonna mimic this all the way down. Okay, so now we're getting to the tricky part now, to where this needs to come out further. And if we're gonna be able to make this work, a little bit concerned. Just a little bit with how this is gonna turn out. That works. And now get rid of all this junk. And then build this out. Nope, wrong block. Actually, no, that needs to come out. So this... Actually, if I were to take this wall and push it in by 1 block, it would be perfect. But then we have the stairs directly next to the door. I usually like to leave a gap there. Oh, gosh. Plus, I also think that makes this an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that would make it an... I hate working with even numbered rooms. I hate doing it. Yeah, so this is kind of the issue that we run into. Is that, like, we get these gaps. I think... we just do it. I think I just need to shut my mouth and just do it. Oh, I need a little bit more. Okay. I'm actually probably going to need a little bit more than that, too. Give me these blocks back. That might be enough. We'll see. Can just take those 2 blocks out for the time being while we build this out. Because the reason why this... If we take this side and try to... Oh, gosh. I'm overthinking this, I think. I think I just need to do it and stop worrying. Like I said, this is kind of a unique build. We're trying to do different things. Yeah, those... Actually, I know how to fix that. I remember how to fix that issue. But I will say, if we just even take a look at the roof... I mean, aside from the gap being there, I do think that looks a lot better. I just need to fix that as well. Maybe we'll throw in an extra support right there. Take a step back. That actually, filling that in makes me feel so much better about this build. I do not know why. It just does. Ooh, do have a block sitting up there that doesn't need to be there. That one. It feels weird because of this. But, oh God, now that I notice that, that actually really bothers me. Ah! OCD things. Oh my gosh, that actually sucks. That sucks. Oh, that hurts my eyes. It hurts to look at that. How can I make this work? Because if we were to bring this in by one block, then that I feel just looks stupid. It's like I would have to expand this further out. No. That wouldn't work either. Excuse me, child. You can't just walk up behind me and smack me like that. That's extremely rude. Oh, God. I'm in such a predicament, guys. I knew I should have rethought the roof design. I knew I should have. But what I need to do for whenever we come into this problem with, it's gonna look ugly from the top too. Oh God. Actually, I don't know if that's gonna work out the way that I want it to. I might have to do polished diorite stairs in order for that to actually have the effect that I want it to. Gonna sleep. The spider's gonna hit me, isn't it? Leave me alone, spider! I'm already traumatized enough. Okay? I don't need to experience any more pain. Spoilers for Friday's episode of Middle-earth. Oops. Yeah, stairs. Stairs. One of the things that I've learned when it comes to building is sometimes, in order to kind of fill in those weird gaps, stairs are actually really helpful for that. So if you were to put stairs down like what I just did here, gosh, this... If you're not paying attention for it, you won't notice it. But I think I'm just gonna go with it. It is kind of noticeable there, though. Actually, it's not that bad. I think if I were to potentially make it a little more busy, that could potentially work too in my favor. So I wanted to throw some of those in. Really? I have oak wood to use for sticks. Let's use the oak wood for sticks. I want to make more spruce fence gates. Spider, you're kind of in my build, bro. Back up. It's kind of what I have in mind for this is... I'll actually keep this open here, but I want to throw in... To make this all connect as seamlessly as possible. Ooh, that's actually really bad. I don't like that, actually. I thought maybe we can make this a little more busy to make sure that we could kind of cover up our mess up here. I'm honestly thinking just do that. Let's see how that looks in free cam. Oh god, that sticks out like a sore thumb. I hate it. Nope, can't do it. I can't consciously do that without feeling like it's gonna mess everything up. What if we just do that? Definitely gonna have to make some more fence gates. Actually, that works to an extent. I'm just gonna need one more fence gate to go right there. I made two, but we only needed one. It's whatever. If we kind of just ignore that half slab there, that's kind of that gap. Which honestly, we really don't even notice unless we're actually looking for it. Roof looks solid. Overall, this blacksmith, not the worst. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Whoopsies. I'm gonna drop a couple of these things off. It's a unique combination of blocks, I would say, because you don't really see a whole lot of diorite, deep slate, and tough go together. It's not one of those sets of things that you normally see. Also thinking, what? I feel like we could do something else. Maybe with this. I think I'm just gonna start decaling some things on the back here first. So let's throw the tough into here. A saw, dude. What's going on? Kaju, welcome back. How are you doing? We're finishing up our blacksmith build here in the market. Overall, it's good. I'm trying to not... Oh, I do have a bunch of blocks of coal back here. That's good. I'm trying to not let some of the flaws really show. Because, you know, it will just look ugly. If I think about it too much, it will end up looking ugly. So we're just gonna throw some blocks of coal in the back here. Thinking we'll throw a few logs too. Haven't been able to catch a stream for a while. That's perfectly fine. You know, life gets busy. I completely understand. That's also what the VODs are for. And then throw some rails. I know I have a whole bunch of rails sitting around in here somewhere. Not ladders, rails. Can I please get some rails? I think they're sitting in the other storage. See, this is what happens when I also don't consolidate my storage. I start getting confused with where things are. I'm definitely gonna have to spend some time. I might do that if I happen to have any free time tomorrow. I will have to kind of work on that. Speaking of tomorrow, guys, Tales of the Shire releases tomorrow, and there's a lot of high hopes and expectations for it. I have a feeling that it's gonna be like a Animal Crossing mix with Lord of the Rings and like the Shire and all that kind of stuff, and I am hoping for the best for it. I'll say it right now. I really hope it lives up to my expectations, and I will be doing a first impressions game preview type stream tomorrow on it. Instead of doing my usual recording, we're going to be doing that instead. So 6 p.m. EST, make sure to be there. It's going to be a great time. Alright, so we've got some logs sitting back here, kind of off to the side. We can leave this exposed a bit while I... Is there... Haven't seen the rails and logs trick for a while. It's something that I I like to do because there's really nothing else you could do for like bound logs for like a lumber yard or anything like that. That's really the only known trick that I'm aware of. Also, why are my things upside down? Just now noticed that. Are there cracked... Oh yeah, my bricks. Are there cracked tough bricks? No. Interesting. Also, sorry, give me one moment. I need to read this. Okay, sorry about that. So, we can't do cracked tough bricks. Might be a stretch. Oh, I do have an extra stone cutter in my inventory. Good. All right, we're gonna sleep the night away really quick. They wouldn't be tough if they weren't cracked. Ah! You're so funny, Kaju. One other thing we potentially could do as well is instead of cracked tough bricks, is if we do missing bricks. So another little detail I sometimes like to do is instead of... Well, first, let's see how this looks. Kind of gives the weathered vibe of the... I'm gonna put that there before the lava escapes. Crap. Nope. All the wrong buttons. Gonna step off to the side really quick. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, chat. So the other alternative we have to this is missing bricks, essentially. So we take the stairs and we chisel away some bricks. Like so. That might even work up there too. Hold on a second. All right, let's take a step back and see how that looks. See, I like that a lot better than the actual bricks, the or the cracked stone bricks. I like that a lot better. It gives it that worn down aged feel to it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm liking it. Feels though if you made the cracked bricks in bigger clusters, but the clusters being farther apart, that might look better. That's a possibility too. But I feel like when you try to cluster the blocks in such a way to where you think it would look decent, but then it, like, if we just even take a look at it from the top there, the cracks don't meld together. Like, it's the same texture. If you, maybe we were to like be able to rotate the block or something to kind of like line up some of the cracked textures or something, I feel like that would be a completely different story. But I definitely think the missing bricks looks so much better in my own. I don't know if we should probably do it on that. So could do it up here actually. The wall, yeah, the wall is small, but it's just one of those builds that we don't necessarily need a large wall for. But I definitely think the missing bricks is a lot better than the original concept of the cracked stone bricks. I personally just like it a lot better. The cracked and missing bricks combined would look amazing. Now, see, if we were to do that with stone, you're absolutely right. It does look really good. And I think that's something that we'll potentially do for a human build. Potentially. We shall see. Oh, crap. Do not want to get rid of that. All right, now we just have to do it up here. Actually, we'll flip that one. Flip that one. And this one could go like so. Beautiful. And no, I did not actually. And then one more spot right up here. Which, no, I think we still need to use that diorite stair actually. Sucks, but I'm gonna have to go on the inside for that. Yeah, without cracked tough, it doesn't look as good because of the reasons previously mentioned, but also because of the color difference. However, slight it is messes with it. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, it's perfectly fine on like the exterior, but because this is only a single layer wall, we can't really. I mean, we could do some missing bricks on the inside too. We might even try to do what we did on this edge over on here too. Potentially. That's what I'm thinking. What's my spruce supply looking like? I mean, we obviously have some trees that we could chop down, but I want to try to utilize as much of it as I can. So a bunch of those. I think I still have... Yeah, I still have some spruce fences. We'll use those up first. So it goes gate, 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 fences. See, this side will work a lot differently compared to the other side too, because we don't have these extra half slabs essentially to make everything connect better. But hey, that still looks pretty okay to me. And I will make a few more fence gates. Because if we're gonna be up here, still I want to have some degree of safety, so... kind of closes everything off too, and then we just have like a little balcony for storage of some kind. I don't know what exactly, but let's do a fly around. Try not to go too fast. Maybe up here we do the... Yeah. I think up there we're going to do some of the extra missing bricks. Beautiful. I think this looks pretty solid. And I will do the spruce doors as well, because we like spruce around here. What's the extremely abridged short overview of this world? Are you talking lore-wise or build-wise? Because if we're doing lore, basically... Lore-wise? Okay. So, basically... If we want to go to present day, I'm still actually working on building up to present day in the World Anvil link, which, you know what? I should probably grab that really quick, so everybody can kind of follow along with... World Anvil is what I am using to like do all my world building, and it's a great tool used by like dungeon masters, D&D, anybody that likes to like do any world building of any kind. This is the tool that we use. I don't think you need a account to see anything, but we want to do... Cool. So copy. So that link will take you to the World Anvil for all of the current lore that has been worked on, whether it comes to the different civilizations. I know Roth has had some issues uploading some of his own stuff to this world for whatever reason, even though he is a author or a co-owner of this world. So he should have all the same permissions that I do when it comes to editing and all that kind of stuff, but he, for whatever reason, there just seems to be some issues with that. But all the current lore regarding starting from the beginning, really. But if we're talking modern day Solus world, basically the dwarves of Kar-Melethor are shut in from the outside world because the Rockvon Empire, more so known as the humans of this world, are kind of going on a rampant rage of becoming the true overlords of the world. And basically the dwarves and elves were forced out of their, trying to think of the proper term. It's not spawn. It's not spawn. Like, their awakening point in the world. Like, where everything was made. If you think of Lord of the Rings and how, and like the Silmarillion, if anybody is in that depth of, they know that knowledge of the world or whatever. But basically, the dwarves, elves, and humans all kind of wake up in the same area, and then the humans kind of just pushed the elves and dwarves out of that area and quickly expanded their empire from that point. But at that point, it wasn't the Rockvon Empire. It was the first human empire of Arvosk that kind of, went on their... Think of Roman Empire reigns, like greatly expansive, civilization, and then rebellions, and then, other humans coming to prominence and all that stuff. It's kind of like, in my head, how it all works out. Oh boy, do I know Tolkien lore. We love us some Tolkien lore. We love Dr. Tolkien. Okay, so this build is pretty much done. I think he's a doctor at least. I'm gonna say for now that building is done. Interior and all that kind of stuff, no, they are not. Interior, we'll come back. We'll revisit that at some point, but it's not anything that's super important at this point in time. So let's go ahead, get rid of the bow, get rid of the arrows. And Tolkien is king? Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. J.R.R. Martin did a or J.R. Martin, I don't know, did an absolutely amazing job with Game of Thrones. But when it comes, for my personal opinion, the two or three, based on personal opinion, I should say, the main fantasy creators, like the people that came up with the fantasy genre, is Tolkien, and then Star Wars. I'll be 100% honest, I don't even know who made Star Wars. I'm not a huge nerd into Star Wars. And then who was the third one? There was something else. There was somebody else. There was one other that I am completely blanking on now. George Lucas. Wow. See, I knew it. I knew I knew it, but I couldn't remember the name, okay? You can be as offended as you want. Triggered, cancel me, do whatever you need to do. I don't know. I couldn't remember, okay? Stop getting so mad at me. Okay. That's done. I'm going to chop some of these trees down because I'm going to need the spruce for continuing our builds. Best friend is obsessed with Star Wars and you didn't remember. It's not like we talk about Star Wars constantly or anything. I know you're an absolute nerd when it comes to Star Wars. It's gonna bother me until I remember what the third main fantasy world is gonna be. I can't remember it, man. Because Tolkien goes all the way back to like the 1930s. And then, what, Star Wars was written in the 50s or 60s? I could be very wrong on that. Maybe 70s? '70s and '80s. Okay, I was kind of close. It was only a couple decades off. Movies were '80s. Okay. That makes sense. What was the other major fantasy? Because there was Lord of the Rings, there was Star Wars. What else? I don't know. I'm completely blanking, and I feel so silly. My opinion, Tolkien's works are more interesting, but A Song of Ice and Fire is cooler. That is true. I will be 100% honest. I've not read any of the Game of Thrones books. Now, you can hate me all you want, but I absolutely loved the shows, okay? I have rewatched Game of Thrones at least 6 times now. And I've watched House of the Dragon multiple times too. And I've been meaning to get my hands on the books to read them. Like I said this like last week, I think. I've been kind of getting into an itch of actually wanting to read again, which is kind of surprising because I haven't had the urge to read anything in a hot minute. But yeah, it's something that I've been meaning to do, is just get back into reading, because reading's important. You don't want to have mush for brains. I own them, you can borrow them. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. Alright, so we need to work on the next hut pavilion type thing. And I'm thinking we're going to do moss and snow, maybe? Thinking moss and snow might be an okay combination. Definitely want to use moss for something. I'm just not entirely sure what yet. And I think we're going to actually do something like so. So we're going to do that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gonna have a small pavilion there. I find it really difficult to read anything other than dialogue personally. I don't know why, but if it's a conversation, I could read on and on, but narration is a struggle. See, that's something that I kind of need to work on for my own story writing. Is like, I go way into details sometimes when it's really not even necessary. And that's something I feel like is kind of a flaw when it comes to building my world lore. So if we're gonna kind of just replicate the same exact thing that we did here. I think it's at least going to be relatively close to the same thing. Yeah. But I'm thinking instead of the 2 wide, I might try to do 1 wide for snow blocks. This might be a really bright texture. We'll also need to see if this even works. Over description is a really common problem novice writers and even more experienced ones face. Yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be worked on at least from my perspective. Do we do a shorter stall potentially? Because that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 blocks. I thought we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we were to do 1 block shorter, that leaves us with an 8 wide. And as I've already expressed, I do not... Well, actually, no, this would be 7. Because we're going 2 blocks back. This might work, actually. Is that too tall? I don't know if that's going to be too tall or not. But we have plenty of snow, so I don't mind building up with it. The snow is a really nice, smooth, white texture. It is, which I think complements the, I would say, rugged texture of the moss. I feel like that's a nice complement to it. So we're just going to go ahead and sleep. And I'm just now thinking about this too, is that our market is going to be massive, and trying to think of different stall types to use. I mean, I think we could probably get away with using multiple like roof designs that we have already compared to some of the other things that we got going on. I'm actually thinking of potentially even doing like a small fountain of some sort here in the middle, if we could pull that off. So the center point is right here. And then if we just estimate the center for each of these, each of these are like, think 9 blocks wide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we just need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I think it's the same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. That's not good. But you know what? It's perfectly fine. As long as we can get away with doing something that's mostly in the center, I think we'll be fine. So this is the most important block here. So we'll put that there. I think I want to actually work on this fountain design first. So if we do, I just want to do something basic. I don't want to do anything that's like super detailed or anything. I love the way the monster absolutely destroys everything around it when it gets bone mealed. It is a really neat thing that I do like about moss. But yeah, if we just even ignore this, just get rid of it. And then we build another structure probably somewhere around like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 5, 6, 7. Another large stall, potentially. Kind of like what we did over here. I think this one might be a little bit bigger than this one was, because this is 5 blocks by 7. This one's going to be 7 by whatever. 7 by 7, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Something like that. We still need to finish this. But before we even think about doing that, I do want to finish this up first. I'm thinking for this one, it could be like a produce stall. So I have so much going on in my inventory. I'm getting overwhelmed a little bit. I'm trying to think of what to use. Let's get rid of that. Stay whelmed. Roth. I mean, you can always come look at it in person too when you eventually go live at some point. But this blacksmith here, I need some honest thoughts, because I decided to kind of use some diorite in this with some deep slate and tough. And using stairs, I did like a little brick replacement effect. You know, the windows actually look pretty solid to me. They look rounded out because of the walls here. It kind of gives that vibe, I think. And don't worry about the interior. It's still something I kind of need to work on. But overall design, I need to know your thoughts. What do you think of this in general? It's kind of a wonky build because there's some points that are like, there's blocks that are missing, but we're not going to talk about that either because I don't want to think about it too much. But I think when you get on, you'll have to give it your proper judgment. So as for like produce stalls, you kind of think something like that, almost like you have fruit having like the different types of, like you have fruit sitting in here and then on top of here. Oh, Roth is on. Actually, I should probably get into Discord. Two things that jumped out to me will be easier to VC back. But it looks good. Just tell me it looks like dog shit.
I didn't say that.
No, okay. So you saw it. I need to know what your thoughts are before you do anything else now, since you're here.
Alright, 1 second. I will fly over.
This one might be a little more difficult. What the hell are those noises? When we join Discord, like whenever we join a VC, we have our like join sounds, because like, you know, the typical Discord join sound. Yeah, we have our own custom ones. And
technically I just hit the soundboard every time because I don't.
Well, yeah, you don't pay for Nitro, but I do, which is, I don't know. I'm considering potentially canceling my subscription because I don't think I truly need it at this point. Also, welcome back, Wolf. You didn't miss a whole lot. It's kind of look like troughs almost now. See, eventually, I was mentioning this earlier, was that eventually I wanted to add in the invisible armor stands and item frames at some point.
True. Yeah.
To add in some extra designs, so like I could do like actual produce on these shelves or something like that, and in my general store kind of thing. Which I'm actually quite proud of this shelf design that I did, which you'll see when you get here, because I didn't really show that off either. So yeah, what do we want to do about this? I think we're gonna have to kind of do what we did similarly to that. We have to bid you well, my Mana Z. Alright, thank you for stopping in, Kaju. Greatly appreciated to have you here in chat. I hope you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone it may be for you. See you in the next one. Is Roth here? Roth is here.
All right. Yes. So first things, I would make the chimney taller.
Yeah, I do. That's actually one design that one thing that I actually completely forgot to do. Was make the. I totally meant to do it, but then it just kind of slipped my mind.
I don't know if there's like a specific ratio that looks good on chimney height to building height, but usually like
I'm probably
I
gonna
feel like
add in like
a block or so taller than the tallest point of the roof. At least for these types of roofs, I feel. But
like that.
like yeah, just so it's like yeah, a little bit.
It doesn't stick up too much.
Wee bit.
Yeah, I actually thank you for pointing that out to me. I would have completely forgot about that. I'll go ahead and sleep too.
I'll watch you sleep.
I'm watching you sleep.
The one other thing, or I guess one of the other things, is on roofs like this, usually, like it's definitely up to you, but usually I'll do like an upside down stair. I mean, it's definitely personal preference.
No,
I find
that's
that
actually... That's what I meant to do, because like on the inside, those are stairs. So,
just, yeah.
So if I take these out
a little bit.
Yeah.
More.
That I feel dumb because it's like, oh yeah, that's what I totally meant to do. But I didn't, so now it just feels like I'm being a copycat or something. Oh crap. Ah crap. Gosh darn it.
And even on these like these polished deep slate, I guess ridges you would call them.
Yeah.
Just doing it on the ends there, so it kind of, yeah, flushes out a little more maybe.
So yeah, that goes there. Oh crap. Nope, that's in the wrong spot actually. That would be why. Do you have my other stair or no? Oh, I have one here.
No.
Never mind, I have one more that I can use. Yeah. See, I've definitely done this before. I totally meant to do that here, but I just essentially kind of did it upside down. Also, you're missing this.
Yay.
But yeah, I also get what you're saying. Should probably do the same with the deep slate, or even just put like a half slab down there.
Even a full block, have it be a full block, or yeah, would be fine, I think.
Yeah. And then what do you think of my general market stall? Not too much is done with the interior. I'm kind of just doing main structures for now. But, you know, kind of
shelves.
Thank you. I felt really proud about that. So I'm thinking to myself, when you think of a shelf, you know, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but just a couple stairs and some trapdoors on the side, kind of like similar to a bookcase, like a homemade bookcase that you normally see for interiors. Just kind of replace the bookcases with stairs, and it looks like a shelf.
I'm switching to my live scene.
Okay.
Hi everyone. There we go. Thank you for detecting the game, OBS. Look, we're with Z-Man.
Yeah, it's me.
We're at his place.
Getting building critiques from the master builder here.
Everything's good. Hopefully. Yippee.
Yippee. Finally getting some actual work done on the market. I feel like this is kind of like one of those things that's been long overdue to actually do around here. Kind of
Yeah.
actually give this place a little more life. But yeah, you like what I did over here?
Yeah.
I need to change
I feel like I've almost definitely seen people do shelves like this, but it's like one of those things that I just don't think about. And
Right.
then I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, we can do that.
And yeah, I kind of wanted to like do like this as a double shelf. Obviously, right here. But, like simple tables.
Tip jar.
Yep, jar. Stacks of firewood. And all that kind of stuff. It's great.
It's one thing that's really good too. Also, is that mobs only spawn at light level 0 because like once this is covered, it's gonna be dark in here.
Oh, I know. That's kind of
Like-
a problem for later, Z-Man.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna end up putting in some like lanterns or something to kind of light the main areas.
Yeah.
And then wherever it's like really dark, I did have this idea. Well, one of the ideas I actually had for the mountain too is like multi-chamber. So like obviously you have the main chamber here with the market, and then cover this up, and then more towards the top of the mountain have like an extra chamber for whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. I mean that makes sense because like you have a whole mountain that you're building in, so like why limit yourself to like basically a one layer
right.
things? Like that's why I like this. Like it like goes down to over here and whatnot.
Right. I want to allow for as much traveling throughout the actual kingdom. If that makes sense. Like, not just have the one layer to it. Like, eventually, I plan on going even further down and up to allow it to be able to get to the upper chambers and everything like that.
Having like if like there's like I guess essentially buildings in here.
Yeah. Kind of like
even having like windows and like balconies along like this wall here
could give this place a lot more life too.
Yeah, and yeah, just have like, oh, you can like see windows, or like some of the dwarves have balconies that overlook this chasm.
Yeah.
And just like then when you're like walking around, you just you see like little bits of light and everything.
Yeah, and there's a light trick that I like, the fog effect that I've been mentioning with like the glass and everything. I want to have like light emitting, like even though it's very far down, I want to make sure like that there's there's still like a very deep chasm that's, I don't know, lit by the jewels or whatever that are still down there that need to be mined, kind of thing. And I'm trying to think of how to actually, I might have just thought of how to do my produce stand. I started with that, but I just had a brain blast.
My cabbages.
Trapdoors. I might try to do a different trapdoor potentially for the top. But like just the dividers here, I feel like that works. Maybe even the oak trapdoors. Hold on a second.
Alright, I'm gonna fly back to my place and start getting to work, because this castle ain't gonna build itself.
Hey, you never know. You never truly know. Yeah, I actually like this
Also,
a lot better.
hello chat. I guess I never really did a official intro, but welcome back.
Also,
How's
Red
everyone
Hat,
in
I
chat?
just see you in chat. How's it going? Also not sure if you noticed, but I ended up doing moss and snow for the one design, roof design.
Ooh, yeah.
I wasn't entirely sure about doing, but the more that I look at it, I'm like, that works.
It's kind of surprising the number of things where you're like, why would I use this block? Like clearly that's not
Right.
like a block that's made for it, but like sometimes like using a block for its color is just fine. Like it just works sometimes. Like because you're like like you're like it's snow and like moss and stuff, and but like at a distance, like people aren't normally gonna like
Notice
pay
that.
close attention to it.
Right. Alright, so now I have this
Like
fountain to build.
I think this maybe speaks more to me, but like I didn't even like really notice. Like I just like it didn't. My brain didn't like focus on it. I was like, oh, that's something to focus on. Look, he used snow. Like
Right.
yeah.
This is small things.
Okay. Well,
Pretty good. Just got an existential crisis because I watched Vivarium. 100% recommend Vivarium. I feel like I heard of that. Is it a recent movie that came out?
Back to work. Oh right. Last time we stopped working because I ran out of a thing that I needed.
Oh yeah, I need to put a sign down before I forget to do it. But there's one more geode in my kingdom that I would prefer you didn't mine up because I want to use the amethyst for something at some point.
Okay.
Like the gems and whatnot. There's a sign.
I currently
Made a-
don't have any plans for using amethyst. Like, sure, like vague ideas of like, ooh, like.
Well, I'm
Gem
more so just kind of
and-
meant like, I honestly probably don't care that much about the calcite even. But do not mine the amethyst. You have been
Synthetic calcite. Deep substrate foliated calcite. Let me know if you know that reference, chat. Based on Zman's chat earlier, there's potentially one person that maybe knows that reference in his chat. Did I say that 10 times fast? No. But I'll say deep substrate, foliated calcite, synthetic calcite, calcite alternatives.
I'm sorry, what? You're using big words. You know better than that.
Big words, and one of them isn't real. At least one of them. Maybe more. I don't know. It's a Star Wars thing.
You know my tiny brain can't process that.
From Andor, one of the greatest Star Wars media pieces ever created.
Nope, too tall. Okay. I might even try to put some more of these in here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. But I think I'm going to do a short BRB. Yeah, I'm just going to hide in this corner here. We're going to do a BRB really quick. Gotta use the restroom. So go ahead, stretch your legs, grab a snack, do whatever you need to do. We will be back in just a few. All right, everybody, I have returned. Sorry, it took me a little bit. I was getting myself a little snack because I still have yet to eat dinner. But anyways, let's get back into the live scene. Eating healthy, guys. I have an orange. All right, it's nighttime. There's skeletons over there like, are you trying to sleep? Don't know how the heck he didn't see me, but okay. I don't know if I checked up on your progress lately. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna go visit Roth now. You know, he started off his stream at my place. We're gonna go see what the great almighty Roth has been working on. So just gonna pip.
Just the same old, same old.
Well, we know it's gonna be a castle. I just want to see what progress you've made on it since I last saw it. So I think it's been a couple weeks since I've seen it. Aside from what I've seen on stream.
Different day.
Alright, this looks the same from the front. Oh, he's built up the wall. Or at least he started to do it. Oh, yeah. This is definitely looking quite different. Liking this. This looks very nice. Very, very nice. And we have a walkway down here. Going into the main courtyard. Yep. Guys, you can't tell me that this does not look, even if it's not finished, that this does not look freaking awesome. You know, walkway up to here. I think he said he was playing. Are you? Actually, no. This goes out to the terrace. Didn't you say you were going to put in a staircase near one of these towers to get between the levels, or did you say we're going to use like a hallway?
There is kind of one here.
Oh, okay.
This one goes up to each of the floors. I kind of want to do something more grand and fancy than that, or than this for that.
And then this is where you're starting to put in some of the rooms.
Yeah, working on the roofs.
Working on roofs, everybody. It's a grand old time around here. Looks like this is the cap on this roof. Keep it up, buddy. I believe in you. Does look really nice.
I can.
Doing the best you can. Dude's crazy. Okay, bye.
Crazy.
Standing on the edge. Nah, nah, nah. All right. Back to our build.
Back to it. Back to it. Back to it.
Okay, maybe he is actually going a little crazy.
I'm staring at too many different white blocks, and when they're next to each other, I can't tell them apart. Like when they're in my chest and stuff.
Buddy's in a padded room over there.
Maybe that's it. Came down here. What did I come down here for? Glass. Specifically,
Stained glass.
gray glass.
I'll say right now, just even flying into my kingdom currently feels so different now that I started actually throwing in some buildings. It feels like this place actually has life.
It's alive. Taking the gray glass. Putting dies back in here. Having this. And these. And these.
Oh, excuse me.
Need more of those. Hey, gun it.
Dadgummit.
Yeah. And then he's back. Yoo-hoo. Right, I was gonna make more fences.
All right, let's go get more buckets. You only need 2 of them. Roth, how does it make you feel knowing that we're actually almost into month 11 of this world?
It seems like we've been playing both somehow longer, but also not that long.
Understandable.
Also, that is not the direction I thought you were gonna go with that question.
What do you mean?
For some reason, my brain was like, "Oh, he's gonna ask, how does it feel that we're like getting close to being 30 years old?"
Roth, how does it feel?
I'm gonna stop you right there. Great. Only downhill from here. Old. Yeah. I don't know what I did. Like, okay, so my back, it just always hurts, right?
Right.
But, like, it's been hurting, like, significantly worse for, like, the past week and a half or whatever. No idea what I did, but it's, like... I can't even hardly, like, bend to a 90-degree angle.
That's not good.
Actually, I can't bend... Like it's really bad. Which sucks when I'm tall, and so I when I'm washing my hands in the bathroom in our sink, it's just I feel like a giraffe at a watering hole, you know, and they just like splay their legs out so that they can get their neck down close enough to drink the water. That's just how I feel, because it's like
You just gotta crouch.
Yeah. Well, I can't crouch either because then my knees stick out too much and I can't get close enough to the sink.
See, I don't have that problem because I'm just short.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Did I come over here?
Oh,
Alright,
son of a gun.
more gates. So I need this door.
Maybe I just build that up as such.
Some sticks.
Thought this would have worked. I might still be able to make it work.
Do it, lady.
Alright. Last tactic.
Ooh. Oh, I also
We did it, guys.
not enough inventory space. I'm gonna need one of these as well.
For whatever reason, we just had to use some block magic. But we got the fountain to look like what we want it to look. That's great. That's actually fantastic. I might actually use candles. Hold on a second. Where's my candles?
That's enough.
No, it seems kind of weird to do candles near water. But hear me out. Could actually work. Because we got lantern up there and then torches down here. Yeah, that's a decent fountain. Doesn't need to be anything spectacular right now. As long as we have a structure in place, I feel like we can't complain too much. Ah, right. I wanted to do more flower pots. Boop. I appreciate whoever's setting the hearts in chat, though.
I always wondered how that worked. Sometimes I just like spam those things, and like I have no idea like if like it go up.
If it's even doing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably shows the same exact way that it shows whenever you're spamming them. Like, you just see the hearts. Yo, thank you so much for the heart.
But also, I only see them if I have my YouTube studio open.
Really?
Like, I only have it because I use the multi-chat, and so it doesn't show that stuff.
Oh, see, when I just, since I'm only doing YouTube, I can see the chat off to the side. Glad to know you like the hearts. Thank you for the hearts, Clemmy Monster. Appreciate it. So I think this is the first time I've seen you in chat. Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the Soulless world.
That is not a thing. Yes.
All right.
Get some of these.
I think the next block we're going to use.
Get some of those.
All right, guys, hear me out. This might also look half decent. Ah. It's not what I wanted to happen. Oh, wait, we're actually going to have to... Since this is a bit wider... I think that works still. Yeah. We're kind of just doing a jarbled amount of blocks together. But it could end up looking good, I think. Maybe. You have Netflix, right, Roth?
Yeah.
Have you watched Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
No. I've never even seen the first one.
You've never seen the first Happy Gilmore?
I've actually I think I've seen the ending of the first one.
Okay, well, first and foremost, you need to watch Happy Gilmore. Secondly, you need to watch the second one. Because I actually really enjoyed it. It wasn't too overly... There is a good chunk of bad humor. Or I wouldn't say really bad humor, but just like dumb humor. Like you would find in your typical Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
And that goes for everybody else in chat, if they have
Mortal
not.
Sin, I need to watch it.
Huh?
I'm being told it's a mortal sin that I haven't watched it.
Well,
Chat, trust me, there's probably a whole lot of things I haven't watched. It's not my fault. To some extent. When you grow up sheltered, parents don't let you watch a whole lot of things. It turns out you don't watch a whole lot of things.
fair enough.
Like, it's understandable to some extent for sure, but like there's some things that I'm just like, that was just definitely a choice that they made. But yeah, it's whatever, I guess.
I'm gonna need more of this.
Late teens into early 20s, there was a whole lot of like pop culture things that I ended up like watching and being like, oh, this is what all the hype was about.
Oh, so that's what that means. Oh, that's what that means. I feel like that definitely was your reaction to quite a few things.
For sure.
This market is looking awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is the beauty of having this forever world is that we can always come back and make revisions to it. Because obviously, Minecraft is an ever-evolving video game. Speaking of ever-evolving, Roth, did you see that Minecraft added vertical slabs? AKA shelves.
I saw that they were working on shelves, but I didn't know when those were coming out, and I don't even know if I know what they look like.
I think they might actually be dropping with the Copper Golem update.
Gotcha.
So that'll be coming this fall, potentially.
Probably way too.
I think.
I just hate it when you are like, hey, I'm gonna need a few pale oak fences, and then you make 29, and it's like, that's probably too many.
I didn't want this many.
Or like when you're like, okay, let's get the stone cutter out so I can make a couple of this one variant thing, and then you like turn a whole stack into it, and you're like, all right, well, great.
Son of a
I have a
gun.
whole stack of these things I gotta get rid of somehow.
Yeah. The shelves are all over the internet. Yeah, they're kind of like well, obviously they're going crazy because, you know, Mojang basically made vertical slabs.
Over the longest time, Mojang just was like, yeah, we're not doing vertical slabs ever. Just like, get over it. And
surprise. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Go into Cheaty Cam.
I need more trapdoors.
I feel like it's wide. A little too wide, but I think it'll be fine. I've started to notice that I'm really overthinking these builds. Excuse me. And like, I just need to build instead of think. Because like, that's how I was when I was building my market. Like the first stall. With like all the different blocks and everything, I'm thinking to myself, oh no, will this look good? And then it ends up being, you know, oh, that actually worked out really nice. I should probably do that more.
Yeah, that's why I started like trying to plan some stuff out in creative, because I'm just like, okay, I need to like try like 20 different things. And sometimes I just like struggle to know where to get started, and I can go through that process way quicker in creative. Like, and just like crank out a couple different things and then be like, okay, yeah, these look great, and then kind of figure out which way I want to go from there.
Right.
That way my streams aren't just me like, all right, guys, today we're building this thing, and I don't know what I'm doing. So we're gonna sit here and get
it right.
A singular wall built. Am I going to play Vintage Story, or am I just a play Minecraft type of guy? I don't know. Vintage Story does look really cool, for sure.
He needs to join. He needs to join the vintage cult.
I've thought about it. I don't know if I would. I probably wouldn't make content on it. Just because I
you already have a lot going on with content-wise. You don't need to branch off too
Yeah.
much.
Like, I don't know, maybe not too, like, a lot, because I was like, okay, I only stream 2 nights a week, and sometimes I'll put out a YouTube short or whatever, but, like, also that's...
But that's also, like, your
I could
pace.
probably swing streaming another night or something, but I don't know that I would want to make it be Vintage Story. It would probably be, I don't know, a bonus stream or something. I don't know.
I'm actually trying this instead.
Well, yeah, as you said, I'm getting old, so.
Roth, it's hard for Roth to stay up past 10:30.
Yeah, so, content should always be fun as well as you just try to stream everything you do instead of taking a break now again. Exactly. I definitely, like, kind of fell into that. And have fallen into that multiple times. Like, to some extent, it's not bad. But, like, part of it, like, yeah, part of it was just like, hey, I'm gonna be playing this game anyways, why not stream it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which works for some things, but then I found out, I was like, okay, I'm streaming every single game that I play. And, like, not just having time to, like, sit back and play a game without having to worry about
Content.
trying to be entertaining.
That too. See, like, there's definitely some exceptions to the types of games that I will make content on too. Because I already know what my audience wants. It's Minecraft and Vintage Story.
French.
But at the same time, remember when I put out that poll a few weeks ago, and people were like, "We want cozy casual games." I'm just like, huh?
I mean, you did play Stardew for a very long time.
That was more on Twitch though.
True.
So like, it would make sense. Like, you know, people from like that were around in my Twitch days would want something like that. But as somebody who hasn't made really any content on casual games, it's kind of like, huh? Now, to be fair, it's not like I haven't thought of it either.
Yeah.
Because I think there might have been a few streams or something here and there that I've done that were pretty casual, like cozy casual. I for sure know I did Traveler's Rest at one point, and that game has expanded quite a bit since last time I played it too. And like tomorrow, I'm buying Tales of the Shire, which you'll have to tune in and watch, Roth, because I don't know if you've expressed much interest in it, but I am really excited for it.
I only found out about it, like, I don't know, a little bit before you posted that you were playing about it, but I didn't even really check out what it was.
See, they didn't
I was like,
post too much
I don't know
gameplay.
if it was a game I wanted to play, and part of it was, it's like, okay, if it's a game I want to play, I don't need another game that I need to play right now. Like,
well, yeah.
But we shall see, I suppose.
Ooh, actually, just thought of an idea. But yeah, from what I'm expecting from it, because I haven't seen a whole lot of gameplay of it at all. I don't even think there's much gameplay of it available. But I'm kind of really hoping that it's like Lord of the Ring version of Animal Crossing.
Gotcha.
How does that look?
Yeah, last night, dude, I was so tired yesterday. I was like ready to go to sleep at like 8 o'clock. I didn't though, because I was like, if I go to sleep now, I'm gonna sleep poorly, and then I'm gonna wake up, and then I'm gonna be too tired to stream. Night.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, I tried like just watching YouTube videos or whatever to like keep me entertained for a little bit. Wasn't working. So then I was like, all right, well, the wife is going to bed, which means that I can play Baldur's Gate 3 since we have the Steam family plan.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We only have one copy of it, so we can't play it together. But next time it goes on sale, we're probably gonna buy another copy so that we can play it together / both play it at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what are your thoughts on Baldur's Gate 3?
Started at Baldur's Gate 3 last night. Started it last night. I have 6.5 hours in the game already.
Jesus Christ.
I stayed up till 1 a.m.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it's really fun. I really like. It's literally just D&D. Like
I saw stuff on it and I thought to myself, hey, that could be really fun to try out at some point. And then I just didn't. And then I kind of, I don't think tampered my I think tampered my expectations about it a bit. It's like, it might be a little more linear than I like for most games. Is it pretty linear? Or is there like some aspects of, open world?
There's some aspects of open world. I definitely went to a place I was not supposed to be and got absolutely bodied.
Okay.
So like there is some of that stuff where it's like, yeah, it's kind of technically open world, but like if you go to a place before you're ready, you're
gonna feel the pain.
You can just get demolished, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot to explore, and like there's a lot of somewhat customization because there's like main quests and story and plot and stuff. There's also like little bunch of side quests and stuff, and like yeah, there's just you can basically, I guess, choose with how much you want to do, and like visually, like character customization. I watched I didn't watch the entire thing, obviously, but I was watching someone else do a playthrough, and they spent an hour customizing how their character was gonna look.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it's super intense, and yeah, really, really cool. And then yeah, there's so many D&D classes and subclasses and all these other things as well. And I think there's like 5 different difficulty levels for it or whatever. Maybe just 4. I don't remember exactly, but like, yeah, there's.
Because I haven't, to be fair, I haven't really watched many videos on it either.
Right. I hadn't. I think I like watched like part of a stream, but like didn't even really know what was going on like way back when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So now I'm thinking once it goes on sale again, probably not till fall summer sale or fall sale, fall summer sale. Yeah.
Yeah. So like and granted I'm only like in the first part of it still, so like I don't know, it's like kind of linear, but also I'm in the first part, so like everything, like all the major like plot points are getting set up. So I kind of imagine that like
Once you get past that point,
start branching out, and like there's I don't know what 5 or 6 different like companions that you can take with you that I know of. And you can only take 3 with you. So you can only have a party of 4. Waffle downloaded a mod though that lets her have everyone with her because she didn't want to leave anyone behind.
That's such a Waffle thing though.
She didn't want to leave anyone behind, and she was getting demolished in combat. Is what she said. But yeah, I think she has like 26 hours in the game or something like that.
When did you guys buy this game?
And, the summer sale.
So that wasn't very long ago.
No.
Jesus.
But yeah, she had been playing it a lot, and I was like, I'm like, yeah, busy with other stuff and whatnot, and so I was like, hadn't played it because it was kind of like, if I play it, I'm gonna get addicted to it, and then just like I almost didn't want to stream tonight so I could play Baldur's Gate 3. But also, I like games like that, like For the King 2. I guess those are like pretty much the only ones that I really played like that. But like, I love those games.
Right.
And this is just like that on steroids.
Okay, well, if it's a lot like that, have a good night, Clemmy. Thank you for stopping in. If it's a lot like For the King, then there's honestly probably a decent chance that I'll like that too.
It's yeah, way more complex than that. Like For the King is like an extremely
it's basic
and simple, and that's like no diss at all on For the King, because like I love the For the King games.
Oh, I know you do.
But yeah, it's like it's really is just D&D. Like it's the same combat mechanics and everything.
Right.
And yeah, you have like your dice rolls and everything.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
like
actually,
some of the dice rolls you see when you do certain skill checks, and then others are just kind of like behind the scenes thing, probably just to make things run smoother.
Right.
Instead of just like popping up and you rolling every time, it's just like a lot of it's like taken behind the scene. But like some things, it's like you actually see your rolls, which is cool. I think it's a nice balance, anyways.
You know what? I might have to give it a shot.
Dude, someone in Soul's Discord asked me if I was gonna stream it because I mentioned that I had been playing it, and I kind of thought about it before they said something, but I was kind of like, I don't know, but I might once I'm further in this, or if you end up getting the game.
Maybe we can do like a playthrough together.
Yeah, maybe we can convince Soul, but I don't know if Soul really likes games like that. Which is fine. Like everyone has their preferences, but
right. We'll just poop on him anyways.
Ah, that was you. Okay. Like I thought it was, but like I didn't want to like say it and be wrong because I sometimes get confused when usernames are not the same. Actually, a lot of times I get confused, and I didn't want to look stupid. So, but okay, good to know. it's been really enjoyable. But yeah, it's like part of me is like, okay, I want to play through it more.
Right.
Before doing that, because I kind of just, want to have a game that I can just play for fun.
Yeah.
Like, not that for content isn't fun, but like,
No, yeah, I get what you're saying. One game
but definitely we'll have to turn on the safety protocols for it that hides nudity and stuff.
Oh, I did not realize it went that deep into it.
Yeah, opened up the character customization thing. You're like, all right, sick. I have 3 different penises I can choose from.
No.
Yes. Dead serious. Dead serious.
Does it curve to the left or the right?
There's physics. That's all I'll say.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I kind of want to like play through it because like I don't really know that much about the story. Like to some extent I do because there are Baldur's Gate magic cards, so like I kind of have picked up some things from that. But like I also didn't want to completely spoil the story. But the story has been like really good, and it's like actually kind of complex, and like all the characters have different relations. Like some of the characters straight up do not like each other, and then you're like, all right guys, so you're like trying to stop them from fighting as you're like, hey guys, can we focus on killing the really bad guys, and then you guys can like fight it out. Like
that's actually hilarious.
Like one character like literally tried to kill me, and I was like, wait, let's not.
Wait. That's actually hilarious.
It's like, let's just chill out. Let's take a breather. Let's take a long rest, restore things, see how we feel in the morning, and hopefully you don't still want to kill me in the morning. But yeah, it's definitely fun and interesting.
Okay.
And one thing I do know is that I think there's at least 3 different like endings to the game. So like depending on choices you make and what characters you have in your party and like whatnot, like all that kind of stuff changes. And I think some of the other characters react different to you depending on like what race you are and stuff. Like my character is a half elf. There's so much more than 3 endings. Okay, that's okay. I think but I don't doubt it. But yeah.
Fat checked.
Like my character is a half elf, and there's a half elf character, and she just like really is like trying to befriend me and stuff, and I'm just like, okay.
I'm married.
And then like straight up racist towards one of the other characters in the party.
Oh god.
Like...
You can't be saying stuff like that, man. See, I don't know how to feel. So I'm trying to think of how to do like a weapons rack almost. So that's going to be like one of the other stalls that I have in my market.
Yeah.
Like right next to the blacksmith. I'm trying to figure out what a good weapon rack would look like. Because right now I just have trapdoors and spruce gates. Just like opened up.
If you did like oak trapdoors standing up and then put like an item frame on it, and then just like stick a sword or an axe and whatever in the item frame, if that would.
I mean, obviously I'm overcomplicating things, but you know, that's just me.
There was a block I needed, and then I talked too much. And
stone?
No, I remembered now. Can I find it there?
Actually, might be onto something, Roth. Ah, crap.
I think I push that layer. Go up another one. Up, up, and away.
Up, up, and away. Gosh darn it.
But yeah, my current playthrough, I am a half-elf paladin.
Okay.
And I chose the Oath of Vengeance as like my paladin subclass, which is just like punish evildoers. And I think I was too nice to someone, and it said I broke my oaths, and so I'm an oathbreaker paladin now.
The funny thing is, that makes total sense for you. You don't unintentionally
like, yeah,
break
vengeance.
your oaths, but you do it anyways.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, punish the bad guys, and then yeah, it's like, okay.
What do you mean my oaths are broken? Oh, that's actually hilarious.
I think that like legitimately kind of like speaks to me as a person though. Like I'm just like, oh yeah, punish the bad guys, get them, and then it's like, but I'm just the big teddy bear.
Yeah. Okay. I think we need to throw in a few.
So Malin at Soul, he played Fallout 9, which that's for the 4,000th time. Makes sense.
I think I might need to make more. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make some more blast furnaces. Gonna need some iron. I already have iron. Cool. Roth, remind me at some point to, oh crap, I made too many blast furnaces. Damn it! Remind me to rebuild the iron farm.
You running low, bud?
No, I'm not actually. I just need to remake it to have it. I was gonna say, do you think I'm really running low after having almost a double chest full of iron blocks? And currently a single chest full, a little less than a full single chest of iron blocks. Do you think I could really go through that much iron? So I feel like that's more impressive than anything. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna make some chains. I feel like that might be a nice little detail to add in. And you put a slab in there. Do I? Yeah, I should have some item frames somewhere. Because I made all these iron frames. Yes, iron frames. Item frames. Words are tough. Talking for a while now. My voice is kind of starting to go. I might actually, no. Yeah, I can't do it on that side. What if I did it on... Can't do it on that either. All right. Let's try something. Let us try... Not on that side. Yeah, yep, just like that. Nope, not that side.
That's good. So I need spruce slabs and some polished tough walls.
Don't scratch the new chair. Already can't sell the other chair because you've scratched it to all hell. Else could we potentially throw in here? Got a couple blacksmithing tables. Leave my foot alone. What are you doing, cat? Why are you being a menace right now? All times. I think there might be some other things we could potentially add in at some point, but that orange did not fill me up nearly as much, and I still need to eat dinner. So I think this might be a good stopping point. I feel like we got a lot done. We didn't do as much detailing with this stall, but we still at least got something in. So let's head up here and do a quick overview of what has been built so far. So walking down the main entrance here, which I think I might end up throwing in some half slabs to make it coming up the stairs a little bit easier. Main walkway coming down into here, we have the blacksmith, all this coal. Actually, I just realized we could probably throw in a few of these campfires as like wood stacks for fuel. Can help make this place look a little more cluttered, I think. Like I said, I need to update my vanilla tweaks. I think throwing those in kind of actually does help this quite a bit. But yeah, coming down from the stairs, we have a general market area here. We might throw a few chests or something over there too. A few barrels. Tables, mugs. More details need to be done on the interior for the blacksmith. So overall looks pretty decent. And then over in here we have, you know, the items that are sold from the blacksmith, weapons, eventually some armor stands. Armor stands! Why did I think of armor stands? I feel so dumb. I'm throwing those in really quick. No, I have. Look at the Aurora Borealis, guys. It's so beautiful. Yeah, armor stands. How did I not think of this before? That's even better. We can actually put those with the buttons there. That one there, and then that right there. Beautiful. Already gives this place so much more life. I'm very happy with that. Then we'll work on more of this next time. I will also probably try to finish putting in the floor here off camera so that we could just continue expanding. But yeah, that is going to do it for tonight, everybody. Thank you guys so much for everybody that tuned in and decided to chat with me. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Check out all the links below for all my social medias. Consider joining my community Discord as well. And I will also say, don't go anywhere just yet. We will be heading on over to Roth's stream. He is going to be working on his Elven Kingdom. So once the stream ends, we will be heading on over to there. And yes, tomorrow we will be doing our stream of first impressions, gameplay, game preview of Tales of the Shire. I hope you guys are as excited for it as I am, because I feel like it's going to be a great time. So make sure to hit that notification bell if you guys haven't done so yet. And if you also want to see more Soulless Gaming World or Soulless World content just like this, consider subscribing as well. I did notice we did get a couple new subscribers, so thank you to so much to everybody that chose to subscribe. Greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. Welcome to the Z fam. And if you want to choose to further show your support for me, you can always consider becoming a channel member as well. Get access to early videos, special emotes and chat, and badges and all that kind of cool stuff. Never required, but always greatly appreciated. And speaking of channel members, thank you so much to everybody that is a channel member as well. You guys are amazing. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's head on over to Roth's stream. Bye-bye.